Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological overview for November 2019 for the sign of Taurus. You can reach me at my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, or my email address, which is mercury524@msn.com, on my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, or you can get me on LinkedIn and Twitter as Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Now, you know the three things: subscribe, share, and like. Okay, for all the cross watchers, we welcome you. Cross watchers are people that like to watch other people's channels and get a different opinion until they come to a conclusion. Okay, we will accept a donation if you care to. It would be morally and wonderful to appreciate that. Okay, now this is the overall readings for Taurus. This is not an individual reading. Again, you can want an individual reading. You can go to my website, which is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net, or my email address, mercury524@msn.com, on my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, or LinkedIn or Twitter. Now, you take what you need. You don't take it all. That's where some of us make mistakes by we take it all, but we don't need it all. We already have some of that structure or foundation. Okay, so what works for this person or the next person may not work for you. So only take what you need if it resonates with you. All right, Taurus, this is your November overview, and your solar sun is in your 8th house, which is in Sagittarius. The 8th house represents intimacy, other people's resources, death and resurrection, rising from the ashes, transformation, and changes. So since it's in Sagittarius, which is the 9th house, your solar sun is in Sagittarius, which is your 8th house, but the Sagittarius is in the 9th house, and its ruling planet is Jupiter. So Taurus, new opportunities open up for you. These new opportunities open up and expanding. Okay, you must make the right choice, because if you make the right choice, then these opportunities can expand. It can grow. Okay, Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, so it's in this, basically, its house. And this whole reading is for Sun in Taurus, Moon in Taurus, Venus in Taurus, or any planets in the 2nd house. Okay, so also Sagittarius represents expansion, wealth, truth, success. It also deals with karma. So if you put out good karma, it's coming back to you for blessings. So things are going to expand for you in the areas of higher education, universal truth, philosophy, religion, foreign cultures, foreign travel, dreams, mysticism, competition, being competitive. If you're a gambler, now is the time to stretch out and take those chances. Let that fear leave you. Fear only has its power when you turn away from looking at it straight in the eyes. When you look it straight in the eyes, it has no power. You'll come out of that invisible shell or cell that you put yourself in. Okay? So now it's time for you to go out on blind faith. Something is pushing you out from where you are now. And this is growth. Okay, the 8th house is in your 8th house, which is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius representing chances, speaking, adventure, exploring. See what's on the other side of that wall. You've been walking past that wall for a whole year. So let's climb it and go over it and see the new world, to explore what's going on. Okay, so Taurus, I see a lot of blessings coming to you if you're listening to your intuition and your feelings and acting on it. I see you seeing the signs in nature. I see you seeing the signs in your dreams. Your dreams are showing you where you are and where you can go to. So let's stop being stubborn and think and look at things in a different perspective. You've been missing out on these things. So now they're coming to you. Okay? The 8th house also rules death and resurrection. So a lot of things are ending and they're going to be dead, never to rise again. Okay? So you're going to rise from this, like the great Sphinx at Giza. Okay? And then also the 8th house deals with transformation. You're going through a change. And I feel that you're in a midpoint now. You at the point of no return. It's not the one who come on out of the race when it started that's going to be the winner of the race. It's the one who goes slow and steady. It's like the turtle. He goes slow and steady and overcoming the obstacles and the challenges by going through them, going around them, above them, or underneath them. So this is what you're facing now, Taurus. And this deals with money, work, and possession. So there's changes going on. So you're at the point of no return. So you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Things is going to get better for you in November. So, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to take the chances and think positive. No matter what other people think of you, don't think less of yourself. You can do anything you want to do. And if you fail, that's still a victory because you're going back and see what you did wrong and connecting it and doing it right. And also, your solar sun is in Sagittarius in the 8th house, and it deals with secrets. So it's a lot of secrets. It's time for you to speak it and release it. Heal it and let it go. And these secrets have to do with people, places, and things. And again, I go back to your childhood. Some of these secrets was kept from you from your childhood about certain members of your family, your close family, or extended family. So you're going to learn out who you are and where you came from. And that's going to put a proudness into you. It's going to bring a self-worth into you. Okay? Now we're going to move on to where the planets are at right now. Okay? Your solar sun is in Sagittarius in your 8th house. And Jupiter, which is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, is in Sagittarius. Again, we're talking about expansion, blessing, wealth, truth, and karma. If you put out good karma, then it's coming back to you. And whatever opportunities you are taking, it's going to expand. And Jupiter goes into each sign every 12 years. So it won't come back into Sagittarius again until another 12 years. So if you have anything in a fire sign, or you have a fire sign in the 1st, the 5th, or the 9th house, it's happening for you. So this is the time for you to go out and plant these seeds. Okay? Then we have the next planet, which is Pluto. Pluto is a distant planet, so it's far-reaching, but it moves slowly, but you will feel the effect. Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio and Aries. So now your solar 8th house is in Sagittarius, so the 8th house represents Pluto. Okay, so Pluto represents issues that have been hidden and it's been turning inside of you. And these are emotional issues. Because the eighth house is ruled by Scorpio, which is a water sign, and it reacts to everything emotionally. So these things have been hidden and turning inside of you, and now it's time for you to deal with them. There's no going back. You will have to deal with it and address these issues right away. Okay? So heal yourself and heal this person or whoever it was that did something to you that's causing damage and that you're hurting yourself by blaming yourself. Get in touch with that innocent child inside of you. Heal yourself and forgive that person. You did not do anything. You are dealing with a damaged individual who this was taught to them and they thought it was the norm. And it's in Capricorn. So now the next planet is Saturn. Saturn is in Capricorn. Saturn is the planet of procrastination, delays, things not working out, structure, boundaries, the status quo. So that old you is being torn down. The old is being washed away to bring in the new. So you're being put on a bigger and stronger foundation. Saturn also represents Father Time. Okay? Saturn will be leaving sometime next year. Okay? I feel in January. Saturn represents someone close to you, have or may not have yet, will be transitioning from the physical form to the spiritual form. A mentor, a family member, or a good friend, someone that you really care for. So Saturn represents an ending, an ending of time. Time is up for this person. They're ready to transition to the spiritual form. So if they haven't left you, they will be leaving you before Saturn leaves. Roll with the punches with Saturn and Pluto. Don't fight it. Because if you fight it and when Saturn leaves, you're going to be on your back. And again, it's going to take that time again when Saturn come back into Capricorn. Or Saturn revisit. When I say Saturn revisit, Saturn comes to the place at the exact time when you were born. Okay? So Saturn is in Capricorn, its home base, which ruled Capricorn. So this deals with employment, prestige, moving up the ladder. So here's this higher education. You're going back to school for some training, some retraining or new training, or you're moving from one position and where you work out to another position. You're moving up. So Saturn represents change of employment, success, and moving up the ladder. Once lessons are learned, you're going to do it right the first time, so you don't have to go back and correct it again. Saturn also represents your reputation, your public image. You're trying to change that. You're trying to mold yourself into a new image and a new direction. Okay? Now, the next planet we have is Uranus, or Uranus, some people call it. It's the ruling planet of Aquarius. Now, this is another distant planet, and it's slow moving, but the effects were being made very quickly. Now, Uranus went retrograde on August the 12th and will stay retrograde till January the 1st, 2020. Uranus is in Taurus, so it represents areas of money, work, and possession. You're going to be more smart about your money. You're going to be more getting out of credit card debt and debt, period. Okay? So, and Taurus rules the fifth chakra. Is some issues that you need to speak out and stop being a people pleaser. Say what you have to say, but do it in a diplomatic way. You can get more honey with bees than with vinegar. Okay? More bees with honey than with vinegar. Okay, Taurus also represents the robots going to be taking over. So could be a new re-education, a new retraining, a new certification. Learn how to make them, design them, operate them, and repair them, and make the parts for them. We're going to become a cashless society. We're going to be using less cash. It's already happened, as they said, the sign of the beast. And Sweden They already had the chips in the people's hands. They had their driver's license, their ID, and their credit card. So I'm not going to be taking the sign of the beast. I suggest you not. But it's happening already. So we're becoming a more cashless society. And this transit started March the 6th of 2019 and will end 2026. Long distance relationships, where they're going to be more common with Skype, with YouTube, with FaceTime, with text, so we can be closer to these people we want. Also, there's going to be the norm of ageless relationship. Younger people are going to be with older people. Older people are going to be younger people. So the ageless one, age will not mean anything. Okay? We're going to get back to the earth. We're taking care of the earth. We're going to get this climate together. We're going to take care of Mother Earth. We're going to clean up the water. We're going to clean up the air. We're going to get out of this chemical, pharmaceutical drug pushes. We're going to move them out of the way. Okay? We're going to balance everything and get the GMO out of it and all this poison that's in our food that's giving us sickness and going back to the doctor. He's giving us some more pills, a side effect, then go back for that part of the illness and making sick again. So we're going to get away from that. Okay? Some of you are going to have herb gardens and gardens in your home or in your balcony, in your apartment. We're going to get back eating right, thinking right, and feeling right. Okay, so this is what Uranus is doing. Now, Uranus is retrograding, and the first two letters is re. We're going to re-examine when the planet was going direct, where we made mistakes at, what details we overlooked, and when to go direct, we're going to initiate this new procedures in. Neptune is retrograding in its home base Pisces. Again, we're going to clean up the ocean, cleaning up the water. We have these people cleaning the plastic out of the ocean and making bracelets out of the plastic and selling them to get more people to clean the oceans up. So we're on the right track. So this new generation of restoring Mother Nature and Mother Earth to its pristine being is beginning to happen now. Okay? Pisces also represents as the water sign along with Scorpio. Your intuitiveness, your psychability is going to be on the height. So trust your intuitiveness and your feelings and act on it. Okay, also, some of you have a problem, but your eyes and your feet, again, I need you to take care of that, get it addressed, and get on a new regimen before things get out of hand. Okay, right now, Mercury started its retrograde period the 31st, which is today. Happy Halloween. I hope no tricks and treat comes in your way. And to November the 20th. Mercury's in Scorpio. So these are emotional issues that's going to have to be addressed. So everybody's emotional. They're acting emotional first. I want you to think, speak, before you act. Sign no contracts. Make no agreement, no commitment until Mercury goes direct. Mercury deals with transportation of any forms of mechanical things. You're not buying a computer, no television, no cell phone, nothing electronic. If you do, it's going to give you problems. Do it after the 20th of November. Okay, Venus is in Scorpio. Oh yeah, Scorpios are all ready to have that sex and pop and drop and turn everything into a hop. Okay, so you are the man, the woman of the hour. Everybody think well of you, Scorpio. Okay, so things is in the 8th house. Your solar sun is in Saturn in the 8th house, so they think of you too. If you're going to do stuff, use protection. Don't be a fool. It's a lot of issues out here. Scorpio also rules the sex organ. So some of you might having problems there. So it needs to be correct. What is that? Dysfunctional. You can't get it up. Diet, pharmaceutical, legal and illegal. It's causing these problems here with you. So you need to address that in a way. Okay? All right. So love. Some of you are in a committed relationship. There's been strains there. Some of you Taurus, but things are beginning coming together. You're beginning to compromise. You're beginning to see that in all relationships, you must give and take and compromise. So I see that happening. Okay? For those who, some of you have broken up in a relationship, it's time for that to break up because you have outgrown the person and they were no longer given what you need. And some of you got in these relationships for the wrong reason. Then the single ones, you Taurus, you're not ready to get into anything right now. You want to concentrate on yourself. And so that's what you need, to concentrate on yourself and start loving you. Fall in love with you. Go deep inside of you and love the good and the bad parts. And if everyone would accept that, this is you. So they have to accept it all. Okay, Mars is in Libra, and I have something I want to read to you about Mars and Libra. Now, Libra represents balance in our relationship, creativity. It represents balanced partnership. It also represents the house of secret open enemies and the house of open enemies. Open enemies and house of diplomacy and diplomat, decision, indecision, the house of others, and the house of any legal situations. It will come out better for you. Okay, now with Libra, Mars and Libra, for you Taurus, this is what you need to do. Taurus, it is the little things. When Mars is in Libra in your sixth house of details, Taurus, you're going to be paying attention to the details in love. The little things become the big things. You may find yourself a little more critical than usual of the toilet seat left up, dishes in the sink, and on and on. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to let all of these things go. You'll become the boss or lover from hell if you don't just roll with the tides now. Blessed are the peacemakers. Okay? Now, what are the stones I need you to carry with you in the month of November, Taurus? It's called the Carlinian stone. It's an orange with black lines going through it. This also has something to do with your lower back, where you seem to tend to hold all your stress. So I need you to get some castor oil, organic, heat it, and heat this, and rub this across your back. Okay? And you will see that stress remove and that tightness. So Taurus, I hope you enjoy your November monthly crystal astrological overview, where your solar sign is in your Sagittarius in your 8th house. I look forward to see you again in December. Ciao.